When your goals feel distant, when motivation fades, and when the easy choice is to quit, that is the exact moment you must force yourself to keep going. Greatness is not achieved by waiting for inspiration, it is achieved by discipline, by pushing forward even when every part of you wants to stop. Success belongs to those who show up daily, who act without excuses, who refuse to surrender to laziness or fear. Forcing yourself to work when it's uncomfortable builds the muscle of resilience. Forcing yourself to stay focused when distractions call builds the habit of consistency. And forcing yourself to act when you don't feel like it proves that you control your mind, not the other way around. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you move one step closer to your goal. Every time you demand more from yourself, you grow stronger, sharper, more unshakable. It won't be easy, nothing great ever is, but ease has never built champions. Discipline has, determination has. The relentless habit of doing what must be done, whether you feel like it or not, has. Remember, the world does not reward intentions, it rewards results. And the only way to get results is to push yourself past the limits of comfort and force yourself to rise. If you want the life you dream of, if you want the success you imagine, you must demand it from yourself every single day. Force yourself to take action. Force yourself to stay committed. Force yourself to keep climbing until your vision becomes reality. When you set a goal, the path always looks exciting in the beginning. You feel energized, motivated, and ready to conquer the world. But then the real challenge begins. The days when you don't feel like working, the nights when you are tired, the moments when distractions seem easier than discipline. And this is where most people quit. This is where dreams die, not because the goal was impossible, but because they weren't willing to force themselves through the discomfort. You see, success is not about how you feel in the moment. It's about what you choose to do regardless of how you feel. The difference between the person who achieves their dream and the one who gives up is not talent, not luck, not even intelligence. It's the ability to act with relentless discipline. Even when the heart says no and the mind says rest. Forcing yourself to achieve your goals is not cruelty, it's self-respect. It's looking in the mirror and saying, I know what I want, and I will not betray myself by quitting. Every single time you choose effort over excuses, you prove to yourself that you are in control. Every time you stay consistent when others give in, you strengthen your willpower. And willpower, once built, becomes unstoppable. The champions you admire, the leaders you respect, the people who have created extraordinary success, they are not superhuman. They are simply individuals who mastered the art of pushing themselves forward when the average person would stop. Think about it. When you wake up tired, do you force yourself to get out of bed? When life gets hard, do you force yourself to keep moving? These little choices are what define your destiny. Your goals don't care about your mood. Your dreams don't care if you're tired. Your vision doesn't care if you don't feel like it today. The results only come if you demand them from yourself over and over again. Every workout you force yourself to complete, every late night you spend working instead of wasting time. Every distraction you shut out, these are the moments that build your future. At first it feels hard. At first it feels unnatural. But soon, what was once difficult becomes your new standard. That's how habits are built, through repetition, through discipline, through refusing to negotiate with weakness. There will always be a voice inside you that says, not today, you can do it tomorrow. That voice is the enemy. That voice is fear, laziness, and comfort disguised as logic. And the only way to silence it is through action. You must stand guard at the door of your mind and say, no, I will not wait until tomorrow. I will do it now. The more you practice this, the stronger you become. Remember this, the greatest victories don't come from motivation, they come from persistence. Anyone can work when they feel inspired. Anyone can chase a goal when the path feels smooth. When you set a goal, it will always look exciting in the beginning, because the vision is clear and the desire burns bright. But soon reality arrives with its tests, its obstacles, its resistance, and its voice that whispers to you that maybe you should stop, maybe you should rest, maybe you should quit. And this is the very place where most people surrender, not because they were incapable, not because the goal was unreachable, but because they refused to force themselves through the discomfort. Yet if you want to achieve anything of value in life, you must learn the discipline of forcing yourself forward, even when you don't feel like it. Even when your emotions fight against you, even when your body tells you to stop, Because greatness has never been built on comfort. It has always been built on discipline, sacrifice, and relentless persistence. And the truth is, success belongs not to the most talented, not to the luckiest, not even to the most intelligent, but to the one who can force themselves to do what others refuse to do. The one who shows up on the days they don't feel motivated. The one who grinds when others sleep. The one who fights for their future when everyone else is distracted by the present. Forcing yourself is not cruelty. It is the highest form of self-respect because when you push yourself past excuses, you are proving to yourself that your dreams matter more than your moods. You are proving that you can control your mind, instead of letting your mind control you. And every time you force yourself to keep moving, you build a stronger identity, an unshakable belief that you are capable of doing whatever it takes. And this identity compounds, it grows. It becomes the foundation of your character. Until one day forcing yourself is no longer unusual, it becomes who you are. The most successful people you admire are not superhuman. They did not always feel motivated. They did not always wake up with passion. They faced the same doubts, the same laziness, the same temptations as you. But they forced themselves to rise, to act, to keep moving forward. And that is why their lives look different. Because while the average person waits for inspiration, the extraordinary person creates progress by discipline. Forcing yourself is the weapon against procrastination because procrastination thrives on feelings, and feelings are temporary, but goals require permanence. So if you let feelings decide your future, you will always stay stuck. But if you let discipline drive your actions, you will always move forward, no matter how small the step, and small steps compound into unstoppable momentum.